devastating tornadoes and historic flooding that left families, farms, businesses, schools, and communities reeling.
Governor Kim Reynolds says helping Iowans recover from those disasters is one of her top priorities this legislative session. She focused on a number of topics in last night's Condition of the State speech. She covered education, energy, and government efficiency.
But we want to take a closer look at the governor's disaster aid plan. KCCI's chief political reporter Amanda Rooker is live at the State House tonight with that, Amanda.
Laura and Jody, there's a lot that's in this plan. The governor says she learned a lot from the floods and tornadoes that devastated our state last year, and now she wants to make changes so that the state is better prepared to respond to strong storms in the future.
I'll never forget the devastation and the heartbreak.
In Monday's Condition of the State address, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds reflected on the natural disasters that ravaged the state last year.
We faced devastating tornadoes and historic flooding that left families, farms, businesses, schools, and communities reeling.
In response, Reynolds says she wants to streamline how the state responds to natural disasters. Her proposal would send funding to disaster aid programs created after last year's storms and would set up a new revolving loan fund. The bill would also give the governor authority to transfer certain emergency funds in the case of disaster. And it would add $2 million to the Nuisance Property and Abandoned Building Fund. That would help local communities tear down disaster-damaged buildings that are beyond repair.
It touches pretty close to home for me. Greenfield is in my district.
Republican Senate President Amy Sinclair praising the governor's plan.
I support the governor's efforts to make sure that we're dealing with those disaster responses in a responsible and sustainable way.
Democrats say they too welcome work on disaster relief. But House Minority Leader Jennifer Comfer says she's also concerned about rising insurance costs.
People are sitting down to close on their home and finding that their insurance rate has doubled since they got their estimate. That's because of these disasters. What are we doing to help families address that really quickly rising insurance bill that they're seeing? I don't know what that solution is, but I would look to the governor to help us figure that out because that's what constituents are asking of us.
The governor's proposal does include adjusting some insurance regulations, like capping fees and requiring people who help decide the value of a loss, appraisers and umpires, be licensed. According to the state website, the goal is to, quote, better protect consumers and homeowners from unfair practices.
$13.6 million. $11.6 million is the amount required to fully fund the disaster programs and get to the applications that the state received for people that were hit by those strong storms. The other $2 million would go towards communities to help them tear down buildings that are beyond repair. Live from the State House, Amanda Rooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
All right, Amanda, thank you. Well, if you missed last night's Condition of the State, you can watch the full address right now. That's up on the KCCI News app.